joining us here at New Lab in Brooklyn, New York at our Grow Trial Room. So what I'd like to share with you today per our frequently asked questions series, where each week we'll be discovering and reviewing our feedback to what we provide farms for commonly asked questions when we're engaging farms, is what is the water quality like? Is the product viscous? Is it going to clog up my system? Is it going to contribute to biofilm? And what I'd like to show you here today is 1 liter worth of just municipal tap water with a pH of 6.4. We have 10 milliliters of Re-Nuble's organic hydroponic liquid called Away We Grow. And then we have our conventional pH and EC and TDS meter, which are handheld, easily accessible from online or your hydroponic supply store. But we show these here today just to indicate and to demonstrate that these are usable for basically testing your traditional EC, TDS, and pH parameters as one would with a synthetic mineral salt nutrient solution. So what I'm going to show you is if we were to take an application rate of Re-Nuble's 30 to 40 milliliters per gallon, and that's roughly to achieve an EC of 1.2 to 1.4, depending on your source water, how that's going to impact water. Is it going to create a lot of sediment? Is it going to create, buildup? Is it going to separate in your water reservoir? So step 1 is to take the 10 milliliters of Away We Grow. Step 2 is to pour it into what would be a replica of your reservoir. In this case, it's 1,000 milliliter or 1 liter reservoir represented by this beaker. So you're going to see the water quality just in the beaker alone without any aeration or water agitation. Step 3 is for me to add an air source through a conventional air stone, just so you can see how the water is moving with the nutrients diluted in it. You ready? Let's go for it. Step 1. Now hopefully you can see that the water is fairly still clear. There's not any sediment. However, because we do use Chilean nitrate, in addition to the vegetative byproducts that we source our nutrients and our biostimulants from, you will experience a little bit of sediment, but it's not anything unordinary that you wouldn't experience with your synthetic mineral salts. And step 3, now that you've kind of seen in stagnant, still water, representing your water reservoir or tank, now let's add some agitation to it. So I'm going to take just a conventional air stone and add that to that. And hopefully you can see that it's not your typical viscous, thick, nutrient in a water reservoir. You can see that it is fairly clean, as the industry likes to refer to it as, water reservoir tank. And so this is really the experience that you would be encountering if using our Away We Grow nutrients, which again is an organic liquid nutrient product. The ingredients in that is Chilean nitrate. We also use vegetative waste that we source our biostimulants and main NPK from, which is a 411. And then lastly, sea kelp. And of those, the sea kelp and the Chilean nitrate is OMRI certified. Our certification for Away We Grow is still pending. So look forward to announcing that when it's finally certified, and look forward to our post next week for the Frequently Asked Questions series.